So I'm here this morning with John Holton from Cooperhill Farm down in Limerick. So thanks very much for having us, John.
You're welcome.
I'm looking forward to the chat. So you might just give us a flavour, I suppose, for the scale and maybe a bit of the history of the farm and the system and how that has changed over the years.
Yep.
We're actually standing here in front of the
map.
Front of the map of the farm.
Sure. Yeah. I suppose the farm is a little bit unusual in that it's owned by a company. It's owned by Irish Cement. We've been farming here since the 1940s. So the cement factory is here. People will be familiar with it. It's on the outskirts of Limerick City.
So this is the tunnel here, is it?
This is the tunnel, yeah. And the clay ponds from the olden days of cement manufacture. This is the quarry, and the farm runs north-south along the banks of the River Shannon.
Where are we standing now at the moment, then, John?
We're standing here in the farmyard.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. So the main block of ground around the farm would be limestone, and then this would be a heavy clay soil, blue mud. So it's fantastic land to grow grass in summertime, but it has its challenges in wet weather.
So I suppose we were just chatting there that grazing has been limited. We're Friday the 20th of March now, but grazing has been limited up till now.
Very limited. Yeah. We only got out for 4 days in February. In the last few days, since Patrick's Day, really, that we've got out in anger grazing day and night. So yeah, it's been difficult. Yeah,
and I suppose where we are now at the moment, you're going to be milking around the 600 mark this year.
Yeah, we're milking 600 cows this year. I suppose just to go back to the history, we've always been milking cows here since the 1940s. We were always supplying liquid milk up until about 10 years ago, and then we changed our system then.
I suppose as we're talking about the cows, we might take a walk out, I'm sure.
Yeah, the cows are here beside us, yeah.
And look at the cows, and we can chat again about the breeding and maybe how that has changed as time went on as well.
Yes.
Then. Yeah. Now, so John, we've landed out with the cows. So you might just explain the mob. They're split into two mobs anyway.
Yeah, we have two mobs. The younger herd are first and second calvers, and then the rest of the herd is the older mob.
And all through a 50 bale rotary then is the milking happens.
We're milking through a 50 unit full wood parlour. Yeah. It's there 20 years now.
Yeah. 60 cows left the calve, so you're 90% there.
We're 90% there, yeah.
So I suppose to move on to breeding then, because the way you approach it is interesting here. It's all tail paint.
Yeah, I suppose 3-4 weeks before planned start date, we'll, or even earlier, probably 10 days before 1st of April, we'll tail paint everything, and anything that's not seen then in the 3 weeks, we'll go in intervention and see what's going on.
And that's also important then for the cows you select for sex semen, that they'll have to have had a cycle before they're put on the sink.
So there'll be first, second, third calvers. They'll have cycled. Yeah. And they'll have a decent condition score.
Yes. Yeah. And free of problems during the spring.
Free of problems. Yeah.
And synchronisation is a big part of the breeding season here as well. So you might just explain, John.
Yeah, I suppose in order to get genetic gain as quickly as we can, we're kind of focused on using sex semen and a synchronisation program. So we're picking out the best 30% of the herd to breed to black and white. We're selecting cows first, second, third calvers. Only older than that we don't.
So the younger cows,
Younger cows, cows that are calved in February.
Yeah.
So there'll be no March or April calvers put in calf to black and white. I suppose uniformity is important to me because we're kind of coming from a herd of cows that were big cows, and I suppose we're trying to get them uniform. So we look at the maintenance figure quite closely.
So the aim, body weight wise, the aim is?
Body weight wise, it's 550 kilo cow is probably what suits our system.
Kind of a
medium size cow, yeah. I suppose what we're aiming for ultimately is a cow doing 6,000 litres of milk at 9% solids.
Yeah, which the goal.
Which is kind of 540 kilos of solids.
Yeah.
But I suppose that's the ultimate goal that we're looking at. Well, listen, we have cows in the herd that are doing it and exceeding it. So when you see that, you say, why not? Why aren't they all doing it? So I suppose with the sex semen, we're looking at the cows that are doing 5% fat, 4% protein, and we're focused on those cows, and they're the ones that we're
putting in the milk recording as well. So obviously you're looking at the EBI and
the actual
and their actual performance.
Genetic potential, and then their actual performance as well. Yeah. In 2025 we did 6.2 litres, 460 fat and 375 protein.
Yeah, which is very
so
good.
Solid is about 530.
530, which is excellent for the size of the herd.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
Now I suppose we fed 1.4 tonne of meal, which is probably a little more than I'd like.
Yeah.
Or a lot more than I'd like.
Looking forward to the breeding season. When is mating start date? You're talking about pushing it out a little bit?
I'd probably push it out to the first week of May this year. Traditionally we went the last week of April, so I push it out a week.
A large sink on the cows then, all done at the one sitting. One setting on the rotary.
In fairness, like you put a good team of people on the ground, so it's great to get that support from the likes of yourselves. You need a lot of bodies on the ground when that's happening, because
it's a big team effort on the day.
It's a big team effort, yeah.
We were just looking at the calves there, so there's a lot of calves still on the farm, and it's a little bit unusual that you have obviously good relationships with some of your buyers, and you're actually rearing the calves right through to weaning for some of your buyers.
So we've a few people that we're trying to develop a relationship with, so we'll rear calves. There's lots of customers out there that don't have the skill set to feed milk to calves and don't want to do it.
Or the facilities, or
the time. Yeah. So there's a demand there for a calf in the month of May weaned.
Yeah.
And so we have a number of customers that we do that for.
Yeah. In fairness, you're well set up there. You have the feeders and.
We have the skill set. We have a very good calf man, Frank Ryan.
And I suppose finally on the calves, you couldn't but be struck there by the group of your Frisian heifers, your replacement heifers, all born.
You could throw a blanket over them. They were all born within a week or 10 days. Yeah.
And I suppose the knock-on effect is you have a great chance to get him up to the target weight the following year.
Calf born in January, you've no excuses to get her to target weight for the 1st of May the following year. No, it's one of the big benefits I see of sinking and sex saving. Yeah.
So John, we just popped down to the younger mob. And I suppose one of your goals is uniformity. Obviously the milk's a piece of it, but geez, I think you're reaching your goal anyway. They're very uniform and in great body condition. Yeah. These are all the first and second lactations.
These are all first and second calvers. Yeah. I'm very pleased with them. Yeah, despite I suppose the long period inside, I think they come out of the shed in good condition, and as you say, there's uniformity there, and I suppose that's the type of cow I'm looking for. Is she's not over big. She's 500. She's probably 500 kilos there today, but she'll mature into a 550 kilo cow. And that's. Yeah,
and so a lot of these will be targeted for the sink and for the sex semen. A lot of this group,
They will,
along with some of the third lactations. And just to talk about your team, John, you're not here on your own anyway. You're not doing all this on your own.
Yeah, no, I have a very good team. I'm blessed. I have a very good team, and this doesn't happen by accident. So, I suppose the first to mention is my wife, who keeps us all legal, and she's the bookwork and the compliance and all that. I suppose we have a core team of 4 people: myself, Frank Ryan, Shane Shannon, and Sim Lal, who's Nepalese. He's the last to join, so he does most of the milking. Frank Ryan is here longer than I am. He's here nearly 40. He's here over 40 years actually, and he's my main young stock man. When you have a lot of calves together, then there's a huge burden of responsibility. You have a lot of calves at a very vulnerable age together in a shed, so it takes stockmanship to mind them. Yeah. So that's Frank, and I suppose Shane Shannon then looks after the herd in general, looks after the milking process, the herd health, and all of that. We're blessed too with local contractors. We've James Reid and Paul Purtle, I suppose, do the bulk of the slurry and the fertiliser, and Miles Heelan does the fertiliser for me. So it takes a big team to put it all together,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So thanks very much, John. Thanks for having us and taking the time out to talk to us. So it was really great to see the farm, see the facilities, and see the stock.
And everything looks well when the sun is shining down.
Yeah, well, we brought today especially for you,
and thanks for coming, and thanks for all the input that Munster Bovine put into the the operation as well. Like it's all appreciated, and as I say, it takes a team to make it work.
Absolutely.
So thank you as well.
Yeah, thank you, John.